हार्दिक स्वागत है आप सबका हमारे चैनल ज्ञान फ्यूजन में। टुडे इन दिस वीडियो वी विल लर्न अबाउट आइटम्स, मॉलिक्यूल्स, आयंस, atomic mass and balances, formation of simple compounds, calculation of molecular masses, and at last laws of chemical combinations. So let us start one by one. First of all, atoms. Atoms are building blocks of all matters. Atoms are atoms are building blocks of atoms are building blocks of all matter. What does it mean? Atoms are building block of all matter. Means whatever things we are going to see around us, हमारे तरफ हमारे आसपास जितनी भी चीज़ें हम देख रहे हैं वो सारी की सारी चीज़ें एटम से मिलकर बनी होती हैं। एंड एटम्स इतने छोटे होते हैं कि हम इन्हें अपनी नेक्ड आई से नहीं देख सकते। वी आर नॉट एबल टू सी विद आवर नेक्ड आई, बट जितनी भी दुनिया में चीज़ें हमें दिखती हैं दे ऑल आर मेड अप विद द एटम्स। और डिफरेंट टाइप्स एटम्स आर अवेलेबल। few of them are, we can say, just atoms of hydrogen, atoms of hydrogen, hydrogen, atoms of hydrogen, atoms of oxygen, atoms of oxygen as oxygen, then accept atoms of nitrogen, nitrogen, then atoms of silver, silver we are aware that is atoms of silver is Ag, and atoms of copper, that is Cu, and atoms of gold, gold Au. These are the some symbols of the atoms. What about molecules? What about molecules? जब दो या दो से ज़्यादा एटम्स एक अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस के द्वारा कंबाइंड होते हैं तब मॉलिक्यूल्स की फॉर्मेशन होती है। इन सिंपली वी कैन से कि ग्रुप ऑफ टू और मोर एटम्स दैट आर केमिकली बॉन्डेड टुगेदर। molecules molecules group of two or more atoms, group of two or more atoms, group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together, that are chemically bonded together, chemically bonded together. मीन्स जब दो या दो से ज़्यादा आइटम अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस के द्वारा एक दूसरे से कंबाइंड होते हैं तो मॉलिक्यूल्स की फॉर्मेशन होती है। फॉर एग्जांपल्स, मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ वाटर, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen, they form molecules of water. Ammonia, ammonia gas, one atom of nitrogen and three atoms of hydrogen, they form ammonia molecules. Similarly, CO2, one atom of carbon and two atom of oxygen form carbon dioxide gas. Similarly, glucose, six atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen form glucose. Similarly, we can say sugar, What is sugar? C12H22O11. 12 atoms of carbon, 22 atoms of hydrogen, and 11 atoms of oxygen. They form molecule of sugar. And when so many molecules are going to combine together, then we can see that sugar. हम अपनी आंखों से शुगर के पार्टिकल्स को देख सकते हैं, ग्लूकोज के पार्टिकल्स को देख सकते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें बहुत सारे मॉलिक्यूल्स कंबाइन होते हैं. क्लियर? देन नेक्स्ट अबाउट आयंस. Ions. What are ions? Ions. Ions. What are ions? Ion is a charged particle. Ion is a charged particle. Is a charged particle. Charged particle. Species बोल सकते particle. When it is positively charged, then it is called cation. When it is positively charged, when positively charged, then called cation. And when it is negatively charged, then it is called anion. Cations के what are the examples of cations? Cations में सोडियम प्लस है तो केटायन हो गया. एल्युमिनियम 3 प्लस केटायन हो गया. मैग्नीशियम 2 प्लस केटायंस हो गया. एनायंस क्लोरीन, क्लोराइड आयंस, कार्बोनेट आयन, sulfate ions. These are anions. So cations and anions. Now what are the atomic mass and valencies? Atomic mass and valence. Every atom has been assigned some atomic mass. For example, atomic mass and valencies. Atomic masses and valencies. Number of charges. Suppose Na plus 1, so valency will be 1. Chloride minus, so valency will be 1. Sulfate ions 2 minus, so valency will be 2. Aluminium 3 plus, so valency will be what? 3. These are the valencies. Then atomic masses. These atomic masses basically every time is given in the question paper, so not need to remember, but you should have some idea about all these. What are the atomic masses? For hydrogen, atomic mass for hydrogen is 1. For nitrogen it is 14, and for oxygen it is 16. For carbon it is 12, and for chlorine it is 35. So all these atomic masses will be given to you, but you should have some brief idea about what are the atomic masses and what are the valencies. Clear? Then formation of simple compounds. Further we have to study about Formation of simple compounds. Formation of simple compounds. Formation of simple compounds. Formation of simple compounds. Simple compounds. Formation of simple compounds. Suppose we have to find out the formation of formation of hydrogen oxides. Hydrogen oxides. So first you write down the symbol of hydrogen oxygen, symbol of hydrogen and oxygen here. Then valency of hydrogen 1 and oxygen 2. So what you have to do, this valency towards oxygen and this towards oxygen. तो H के साथ 2 है तो कितना हो जाएगा H2 और ऑक्सीजन के साथ 1 है तो H2O. This is what? Water. So in this way the formation of water molecules has been completed. So if we are aware about the valency, then just make it reverse and you will get the formation of compound. For example, one more example, aluminum chloride. Formation of aluminum chloride. Formation of aluminum chloride. Aluminium chloride. Chloride. Aluminum right here and chlorine here. Symbol हो गया. Symbol of aluminum is Al and symbol of chlorine is Cl. Valency of aluminum is 3 and valency of chlorine is 1. Already we have done. So here and here. So aluminum only 1, so Al, and Cl is 3, so here. So this is what? Aluminum chloride. So in this way aluminum chloride has been formed. So in this way, knowing the valency and symbol of the atoms, we can find out compounds, how the compounds are formed. Next में how to calculate the molecular mass. How to calculate molecular mass. Molecular mass. How to calculate molecular mass. Calculation of molecular mass. Calculation of molecular mass. Calculation of molecular mass. Molecular mass. Calculation of molecular mass. How will you define it? Sum of atomic masses of all the atoms. Sum of atomic masses of all the atoms sum of atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule of the substance क्या मतलब? कोई मॉलिक्यूल्स है, उसके अंदर जितने भी एटम्स हैं उन सभी एटम्स के एटॉमिक मासेस को ऐड कर देंगे तो व्हाट वी विल गेट molecular mass of that molecules. For examples water ले लेते हैं, water molecules this how many two atoms of hydrogen and atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. How many atoms? 2 atoms. Plus how many atoms of oxygen? 1. Atomic mass of oxygen 1 and number of atoms is 1. So total will be 18 U. U is unified units, you can say simply. Similarly ammonia you can take. What about this ammonia? 1 atom, that is how much? Atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 into 1, only 1 atom is there, plus atomic mass of hydrogen is what? 1, and how many atoms are there? 3 atoms. So it will be what? 17 U. Very easy, and we can calculate it very easily. Next, what about CO2? CO2 you can take. CO2 1 atom of carbon, that is 12 into 1, plus 2 atoms of oxygen, this will be what? 44 U. Then glucose you can say C6H12O6, glucose, 6 atoms of carbon, so 12 into 6, 12 into 6 plus 12 atom of hydrogen, 1 into 12, plus 6 atoms of oxygen, so 16 into 6, it will be how much? 72 plus 12 and plus 96, so it will be 180. What about sugar? So 12 atoms of carbon, 12 into 12 plus 22 atoms of hydrogen plus 11 atoms of oxygen, so it will be 144 and it will be 22, and when we are going to multiply 16176, so it will be somehow much 342 U. Clear? So in this way we can find out molecular mass of the given compounds. You can make it very easily, you can calculate, no issue. Then what are the chemical combinations? Laws of chemical combinations. Last topic, today's last topic. Laws of chemical combinations. Laws of chemical combinations. Chemical combinations. Laws of chemical combinations means maybe we have to study different laws, how the compounds formation takes place. The first is law of conservation of mass. Many laws are there, but here we are going to study about only 2 laws. First is what? Law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. What is this law? In a chemical reaction, mass can neither be created nor destroyed. In a chemical reaction, in a chemical reaction, in a chemical reaction, in a chemical reaction, mass can neither be created. Mass can neither be created nor डिस्ट्रॉयड। क्या मतलब, किसी केमिकल रिएक्शन के अंदर ना तो मास क्रिएट होता है, यानी ना तो कम या ज्यादा होता है, मास नाइदर कैन बी क्रिएटेड नॉट डिस्ट्रॉयड, और ना ही ये खत्म होता है। सिंपल सी बात है कि मास ऑफ रिएक्टेंट विल बी इक्वल टू द मास ऑफ प्रोडक्ट। मास ऑफ रिएक्टेंट विल बी इक्वल टू मास ऑफ प्रोडक्ट। मास ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स is equal to mass of products। कहने का मतलब ये होगा कि जो रिएक्टेंट्स का मास होगा, जितने भी रिएक्टेंट्स हैं सबके मास को मिला के देंगे तो जो प्रोडक्ट्स बनेंगे, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स होगी, उनके मास की। जैसे मान लो सपोज एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं, नाइट्रोजन प्लस अमोनिया मिल करके N2 प्लस 3H2 और ये अमोनिया की फॉर्मेशन करते हैं। तो यहाँ का मास कितना है, नाइट्रोजन का कितना होगा 28, और हाइड्रोजन का 1 है तो कितना टोटल मास कितना होगा 6। और आप यहाँ देखिए तो नाइट्रोजन 14, नाइट्रोजन इज 14, हाइड्रोजन 3 तो 2 इंटू 17, 2 इंटू 17, तो और दिस इज व्हाट, हाउ मेनी ग्राम, 34 ग्राम। Mass of reactant is 34 gram. And what about the mass of product? Again, that is 34 gram. So mass of reactant is equal to mass of product. This is law of conservation of mass. यानी किसी भी केमिकल रिएक्शन के अंदर मास ना, मतलब मास ऑफ रिएक्टेंट इज इक्वल टू मास ऑफ प्रोडक्ट। मास neither can be created nor destroyed. This is law of conservation of mass. And the second is law of constant proportion. Second law is law of constant proportions. Law of constant proportions. Law of constant proportions. In a chemical substance, in a chemical substance, in a chemical substance, the elements are always present. The elements are always present in definite proportions by mass. In definite proportions by mass. What does it mean? What does it mean? जब भी कोई केमिकल रिएक्शन होता है तो उसमें जो एलिमेंट्स होते हैं कंपाउंड के अंदर, उसमें उनका रेशियो हमेशा फिक्स होता है एज पर बाई मास। फॉर एग्जांपल, सपोज you are going to take water from different sources, maybe it rainwater, आप पानी ले लो रेन का, बरसात का, आप लेक वाटर ले लो, टैप वाटर ले लो, कैन टेक टैप वाटर, सी वाटर, वट एवर सोर्स में भी, कहीं से भी ले लो, ठीक है। द रेशियो ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen how much 2 and oxygen how much 16. तो हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन का रेशियो जो होगा हमेशा 1:8 होगा, वट एवर में बी द सोर्स ऑफ वाटर, बट द रेशियो ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन विल बी सेम एवरीवेयर। This is the law of constant proportions. It is not going to change. So today we have learned about what? Atoms, molecules, ions, atomic masses and valencies, formation of simple compounds, how to calculate molecular masses, and laws of chemical combinations. Although there are many other laws of chemical combinations, but up to this stage, we have just completed about out of them: law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportions. So it is all about today's video. Further, we will study in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.